Hey fitness instructors, today we're going to talk about how to create a 30-day program so that you can make $1,000 without having to add more classes to your schedule. So say yes if that's something that you want to know how to do. Now, who this training is for. If you're a group fitness instructor and you teach at a gym or you rent space or you own your own studio or you're doing virtuals and you've been teaching for more than 3 years, you need to start building a program because it's going to be a moneymaker for you. So if you're teaching full-time, this is what you do, but you're still not making enough income, stick around. If you're a group fitness instructor and you do this part-time, but you want this to be your full-time thing, stick around, say yes down in the comments. And if you're a group fitness instructor and really you just want to create more income, you want to make more money, but you don't want to add more classes to your schedule, or you simply can't add more classes to your schedule because your schedule is already full, is already packed, then say yes down in the comments. Hi, my name is Jessica. Welcome to the stage. This space is dedicated to group fitness instructors just like you who want to create more income doing what they love. I've made over $123,000 online. I teach 2 classes a week, and now I help other fitness instructors create income online so that you can make money doing what you love without having to teach a bazillion classes. Say yes down in the comments if that is you. Now, I'm a fitness instructor. I've been teaching for over 20 years. I love teaching classes. Classes are super fun. However, if you want to create real income with your fitness skills, sadly, classes are not going to be enough. Just today, I had a chat with a group fitness instructor. She's been teaching for 13 years and she's been teaching 17 classes per week. Like what? Let me know, how many classes per week do you teach? Do you teach more than 17 classes, less than 17 classes? That was the most that she had been teaching. She now teaches 7 classes per week. She works at a gym and she also has her own virtual classes. And she confessed that she makes around $700 a month. Now, if this instructor had the goal of just making it to that $1,000 mark, then all she would have to do would be to teach more classes or to get more formats, more licenses so that she could teach more classes, or grow the classes that she does have, right? Her virtual class where she gets paid per student rather than per class like at the gym, grow that classes. And that will get her that extra $300 a month to get to that $1,000 per month goal. However, she did tell me that she's been carrying over several $1,000s in medical bills. So $700 a month is fun. She loves her classes or fun classes, but it's not enough to pay her medical bills, not even close. So she told me that to pay her medical bills, she needs to be thinking $5,000 per month. And at a $5,000 per month goal, teaching her classes is just not going to cut it. If you are in a similar situation where yes, you're making money with your classes, it's nice and it's cool and it's fun, but the reality is that you need way, way, way more to either pay off some bills like medical bills or credit card bills. We couldn't figure out how we were going to pay for college for 3 kids with just my husband's income. Like my classes didn't even classify as an additional income because that's how little I was making. So I really had to step up my game, right? So say step up if this is you. So for this fitness instructor who wants to go from $700 a month to $5,000 a month, she's going to need something additional to her classes. She can still teach her classes. That's bringing in $700. Like that's fine. And she loves her classes. That's great. But we still need to figure out how to come up with an extra $4,000 to fill up that gap so that she can pay her medical bills. And the way to do that is through programs. Classes are a way for you to monetize your time and monetize your fitness skills within that time. Whether you're teaching Zumba or yoga or Pilates or HIIT training or you're a personal trainer, you're being paid by that 1 hour or that 45 minute, or you're being paid by that time. When you create a program, you're monetizing your years of experience. So if you've been teaching for 3 years, or if you've been teaching for 10 years, or if you've been teaching for like 20 years, you have a wealth of knowledge inside your brain of how you can help people, and you're not monetizing it because we only have 1 hour to teach our class. You're not able to fully give all of your experience to all of your students during that time. However, with a program, you can create something that's much more comprehensive. You can educate your students and your clients so that they get results quicker and faster. So what makes programs different than your weekly classes is that it has a start and it has an end. A 30-day program, a 6-week program, a 12-week program, it starts and it ends. It has a specific goal. So maybe your program is to create weight loss, or to get people stronger, or to get people healthier, or to get people more relaxed, or to get abs of steels, or to lift that booty, or to get rid of the arm sag, or it has a specific goal. And programs are designed for a specific target audience. So this program is just for moms, or this program is just for dads, or this program is just for women over 55, or this program is for women going through menopause. So how do you create a program that people actually want? What do you price it? Who do you talk to so that you're making $1,000? So here's going to be 3 tips and a bonus, because I'm also going to tell you what to price it. So the first thing that you need is you need to make sure that you're creating a program that people want. The goal of the program has to be something that's important to your audience. So not something that you want to create. I want to create a program where people are feeling awesome. That's a little bit of a vague goal, and also something that you want to create. Do your people actually want that? We don't know. You also don't want to create something that you think your people need. Well, they're coming to my classes, but what they really need is nutrition. Yay, but is that something that they want? Right? So it needs to be something that they want, not something that you want to create, not something that you think they need. It also needs to be something that they're willing to spend time and money on. A lot of the times these goals sound really cool and people will say, oh yeah, tell me more about it. But once you start saying, okay, it's going to be a 30-day something or a 90-day something, we're going to do this for 8 weeks or so, they start to panic a little bit, because that's a lot of time, right? Or that's 4 hours of workouts a week. And they're not willing to put in the time, or they're not willing to pay a price for it. They want it for free. So if you're finding that people are interested in your program, but they don't want to pay for the program, or they don't want to commit to the time that it takes to do that program, that means that you have chosen a goal for your program that's not that important to them. It's not a strong enough goal for them to sacrifice their time or to sacrifice their resources. So number 1, make sure that when you're creating your program, you're creating a program that people want. There's already a demand for this, and all you're doing is filling up that demand. That's number 2. Talk to the right people. Even if you have the greatest and best program ever, if you're talking to the wrong people, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how long it is. It doesn't matter how you price it. It doesn't matter what it includes. It doesn't matter what the formats is. If you're talking to the wrong people, it's just not going to fly. I'm in Texas, and we love steak here in Texas. So if you're selling steak and you have this big, juicy T-bone and you're talking to vegetarians, it doesn't matter that your super awesome T-bone is free. They're going to say no. It also doesn't matter if your super T-bone is $1,000 and it's the best quality ever. They're still going to say no, because it has nothing to do with your price and it has nothing to do with your actual thing. The fact is you're talking to the wrong people, right? You're just surrounding yourself with a whole bunch of vegetarians who you can talk to them about meat all day long. They still won't bite. Yeah. So how do you avoid talking to the wrong people? So first of all, posting your stuff does not mean that you're actually talking to people. So if you feel like you're talking to people because you're posting on your socials all day long about your thing, your program, and your classes, I hate to break it to you, but you're not actually talking to people. Okay? Posting is not the same as talking to people. So that one doesn't count. You also don't want to talk to people who are too new to you. In marketing, we call this your cold audience. That means that they just met you. Right? They just learned about your social. They just learned about your account. They just learned that you existed, right? They're too new to you. So they're not ready. They don't know, like, and trust you yet. They just met you. So you trying to get them enrolled into your program or get them enrolled into your class is just not going to fly, because they're too new. So they are the wrong people to talk to. They're the vegetarians. You just met them. So not yet. They're not ready yet. Also, people who don't have that goal. So if your program is about weight loss and you're talking to people who don't care about their weight, right? They care more about their energy, or they care more about not being so stressed, or they care more about being toned. And here you are talking about weight loss, then it's also not going to fly. They're the wrong people. They're vegetarians too, right? So you're talking to the wrong people. So you need to make sure that you're talking to people that want and have that goal. And another more gray area type of people are that it would be nice people. So these are the people that do have that goal, whether it's weight loss or toning or de-stressing or having more energy or whatever the goal of your program is. And they want that. And the reason they want to get that is because it would be nice. It would be nice to lose another 5 pounds. It would be nice to have more energy. It would be nice to not feel all stressed out. It would be nice to have a 6-pack abs. It would be nice to make more money. It would be nice to grow my classes, right? All of these, it would be nice, are actually the wrong people to talk to. The it would be nice crowd are typically people that want stuff for free, but are not going to pay for it. So you're welcome if you have something to offer them for free, go ahead and give them. Just lower your expectations because they're probably not going to enroll in your class and they're probably not going to enroll in your program. We call the right audience your hot audience. That means they know you, they like you, they trust you, they're responsive, they have the goal, and your program is specifically designed to help them achieve their goal. So make sure your program is something that people want. Make sure you're talking to the right people. And finally, make sure you're saying the right things. Very often I see instructors who already have programs and they have a strong program. They have a strong goal. It's very specific. Yay. They're talking to the right people and responsive and all of this. Yay. But then I look at what it is that they're saying and that's where they lose the sale. That's where the enrollments fall off the wagon because they're saying all the wrong things. So the first mistake is not actually talking to your people, right? Or thinking that your social media is talking to your people. Yeah, no, that's not it. Make sure that you're talking to your people one-on-one, okay? Posting does not count. Another mistake is being too spammy. We're so excited about our class. We're so excited about our program that we just send all the information to as many people as possible. The problem is that if they didn't ask, they didn't request this information, it comes off as very spammy. So then instead of them being interested, they end up running away. A way to avoid being spammy is just asking them, hey, would you like to know more about my program? Hey, would you like to know more about my class? Easy. Mistake number 3 is rainbow vomit. And that's when you do ask people for more information. They do say yes. So like, yay, avoided the being spammy. And now that they say yes, you're like, oh my God, my program is so great, blah, 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 blah. And you just vomit all these wonderful, rainbow, colorful things because you love your program and your classes. But for them, it's too much, right? It's TMI. It's just too much information. What ends up happening is that they feel overwhelmed and now they can't decide. They can't decide if this is the right thing for them. They can't decide what or when or how much. It's just too much. So they end up postponing the decision, which then eventually never happens. So you want to avoid the rainbow vomit and give information in small, digestible pieces. Yes. And another very common mistake that happens when you're talking to people is not actually talking about your program. And you end up having these long conversations that lead nowhere. So if you want to build a 30-day program for your people to make $1,000, make sure that you're building a program that people actually want. This means focusing on a strong goal that they already have. You want to be talking to the right people, which is hot people. And you want to make sure that you're saying the right things so that you don't scare them away, but also you're not just going in circles in these conversations that lead nowhere. So what should you price your program? For a 30-day program, I suggest that you price it at $200. If you already have a program and it's not at $200, work up so that it becomes $200. If you already have a program and it's beyond $200, yay, good for you. Build a 90-day program that's worth $1,000. That would be the next level. But if you've never actually launched a program, then make your goal to create a 30-day program at $200. $200 is the sweet spot because you just need 5 clients to get to 1,000. Just 5. Not 5 classes, not 50 students, not 500 new followers. Just 5 clients to say yes to your $200 30-day program and you make an extra $1,000. Yes, the Warrior Fitness instructors that I mentored typically make around $1,000 in their first 30 days by following the 5-step process that's inside the Rock 500 program. So if you want more information on the Rock 500 program, just say info down in the comments and I'll send you some details. Okay, if you have any more questions, let me know and I'll see you in the next one.